How's it going, everyone? It's your boy Rainbow Star coming at you with another Dokkan Battle video. And today we got the all of the info for the Family Kamehameha DOKKANFEST LR that should be coming out tonight, or for tomorrow morning for most people, because most people aren't going to stay up until like 3 o'clock in the morning. But we finally got all the info for them, so let's just get right into it. Let's go over them. So they're bringing in a new category into the game, Siblings Bond, which is all like brothers and sisters. So you have Android 17 and 18, you have Tarble and all these super versions of Vegeta, so all like the blue Vegetas, God Vegeta, Evolution Blue. You have Gohan from the Buu Saga and on. You have Gotens. You have GT Trunks, because you also have Bulla. Who else? You also have Mercenary Tao and the Crane Hermit, Beerus, Whis, Champa Vados, all them. So it's a pretty solid category. It's not the best, but it definitely has some really good, like, really hard-hitting units and some good support units that'll definitely help out this team a lot. Bulla is incredible. Android 17 giving that extra 3 key is going to be really, really good. But they give that category key plus 4, attack up 170%, and HP and defense up 150, which I think is really good for them, because we're going to talk about it in a little bit that they're going to possibly struggle with key. We'll have to use them a bit more, but they might struggle with key a bit. And then also, if you want to run the Beerus rotation, they're not going to struggle with key as much, because they're going to start off with 8, then give each other shocking speed and get up to 10. So the LR will only need 8 key to get up to their 18 key super attack, and Tech Beerus will only need 2 key to super. So that's if there's no support units on rotation. So it's definitely very good that they're giving 4 key. And they also give Goku's family 3 key, 170 to attack, and then HP and defense up 130%, which also really, really good. If you pull this guy and then you want to run, and then you pull the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you can pick which one of these guys you want to run as their leader. And these guys, like, they're just going to be incredible together. So both of their super attacks are their Brotherhood Kamehamehas for their 12 and 18 key. Their 12 key greatly raises their attack for 1 turn and causes colossal damage. And then their 18 key greatly raises for 1 turn and does mega colossal. It kind of sucks that they don't like raise their defense or raise attack and defense, but greatly raising attack is, I believe, a 50% modifier, so it's definitely going to make them hit a lot harder. So no really complaints there. So their passive skill, attack and defense up 58%, which is May 8th, which is Goku Day. That's why they did that. Same reason they did 66% for LRK and Caulifla, because they're Universe 6. And then launches a guaranteed additional attack that has a medium chance to be a super attack, which is about 25 to 30% chance on how that usually calculates. So it's definitely really, really good. And especially because they give themselves 1 key and 10% attack and defense for each attack performed. Max of key plus 5 and attack and defense up 100%. And they also disable Rampage. So the key is definitely going to help them out a lot, getting that 18 key super attack. So basically their first turn being around, because their leader skill, they'll be at 8. And then after 1 turn of attacking, they'll be at 10. Another turn of attacking, they'll be at 12. And another turn, they'll be at 13. So it'll definitely help them out a lot. It's going to be even more broken on JP, because they still haven't fixed the key multiplier bug. So if they get an additional super attack, they're going to be doing a lot more damage. So their active skill. This is where a lot of the heat coming at this card is coming from, because they really messed this up. And I'm really hoping that they pull something that they did with like Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, where people complained a lot about what they did with the card, where Gotenks was still had extreme damage on his 12 key super attack, and they changed it right before he came out, and they kept it as immense. I really hope they do something like that with this card, because so their active skill is massively raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to enemy. So that's exactly what the Super Saiyan 4s do. So that's obviously going to hit really, really hard, and can be activated when HP is 59% or less, and only when facing one enemy starting from the third turn of the battle. Why did they do that? So the 59% is kind of like Kid Goku, where in Super Battle Road, where you're really going to need something like this, you're going to be able to activate that. But they did it while facing one enemy. So they want you to use it in, in Dokkan events when they're only facing one enemy, like at the end of the fight. But if you have any type of good team, your HP isn't going to drop below 59%. So the only time I see this really working out well is because they're on the Majin Buu Saga category. That in the Majin Buu Saga Super Battle Road, the final enemy that you fight is just Super Vegito. There's nobody else. It's just him. So this attack's really going to destroy right there. But that is such a specific thing. Unless they start making Dokkan events harder, you're just never going to activate this. If they start making really hard events where your HP is going to drop below 59%, when you need to use items and stuff like that, that's when this card's really gonna shine. But you have to be facing one really strong enemy for you to do that. That's the only issue. You can clear out the end of a Super Battle Road stage, I guess. You can just finish off that last enemy with this. But still, that's it's very situational, and I'd rather you just be able to whip it out whenever you want and just destroy whoever you're facing. And the card also crit on the one that they were showing up on the in the super attack that they showed off. It crit, so I was just like, wait, is their active skill gonna automatically crit like a guaranteed Blue Gogeta? But it isn't. That would have made it a lot better, but it is what it is. So we get to Link skills. This is where even more heat starts coming against this unit. Take a look. 1 Key Link. Golden Warrior. No prepared for battle. No shocking speed. No Verna Flash. Nothing. They have all in the family, 20 and 15% defense. That could have very easily been taken out for prepared for battle. Super Saiyan, great Link. Golden Warrior, you will be able to activate that with a few cards that you'd probably want to run on this team, but it sucks that it's only 1 key. Kamehameha, 25%. They're obviously going to have that. Blazing Battle, 15%, but that's only against people who are that's only with cards that were in the Broly movie. So that's the trunk, that SR Trunks, all the family Kamehameha units, that kind of stuff. I'm going to talk about a good Link buddy for him in a second, once we finish going over this guy. They have Fierce Battle, which is really good at 15%, but there's a possibility that nobody's been able to use this card yet, so we don't really know, but it's a possibility that Shattering the Limit may have been better for this guy, but we're not sure. And then Legendary Power, of course. What's one thing that's incredibly good about this guy? He has 7 category teams. Hybrid Saiyan, Majin Buu Saga, Full Power, Joint Forces, Movie Heroes, Goku's Family, and Siblings Bond. So that's they're a big buff for Hybrid Saiyans, of course. Majin Buu Saga, big buff for them as well. That's another you can already run a full LR team on that for that saga, and now that here's just another unit. What I think is really cool about this guy is that you can run him on 3 of the best teams in the game. Join Forces, LRK and Khalifa's team, you can run them on. And then you can also run them on Physical Broly and AGL Gogeta's teams because they're full power and movie heroes. You can run them on both, which I think is really, really cool. And then Goku's family, one of the best categories in the game. And then Siblings Bond, who's their own, which isn't bad. So they have almost 19,000 HP normally, just over 18,000 attack normally, and 11,000 defense normally. There's some really, really solid stats. But rainbowed out, they have 21,500 HP, over 21,500 attack, which is like top 5 in the game, which is insane. And then over 14,000 defense. So these guys are definitely going to be beasts. And then some extra like little things for them. They have the normal 12 key and 24 key multipliers for LRs, that 30% for being at SA 20. This is what I think is definitely going to help them. The 10% attack and defense that they get is calculated separately, so it's actually a 15.8% attack and defense buff. Attack and defense buff. So their max after 10 attacks is 216% attack and defense, which is crazy. Ultimate damage modifier 550%, 25% chance on their additional attack. I think this is definitely a very solid unit. They're definitely not better than Kale and Khalifa. Their leader skill is definitely better. I would say it's better than the Super Saiyan 4s. Or at least Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because he's Super AGL and Goku's family. And this guy is Siblings Bond in Goku's family. So imagine on Goku's lineage team, or the Super Saiyan 4 Goku's team, if you could run Bra on that team and MVP 17 on that team. There's a lot of good support units on the Siblings Bond, which I think is really going to help out this team. But what I wanted to talk about was probably their best linking buddy, I think, would be the STR Family Kamehameha Goten with the EZA, because he changes key spheres, which will help this guy get to 18 key. He has all in the family. He has Super Saiyan, he has Golden Warrior, he has Kamehameha, he has Blazing Battle, which is going to be big because that's 15% extra attack. He doesn't have Fierce Battle or Legendary Power, but I don't think that matters, so he's going to give him 25% attack, 1 key, 15% defense, and the 2,500 from Kamehameha. But he's also going to give him... He changes... I think he changes some type of key sphere to Rainbow, which is definitely going to help this guy out so much, because he's going to be struggling for key anyway. He's not going to have an issue getting his 12 key, but I think the amount of times you're going to get to 17 and 16 key might be annoying. But there's so many good key supports and just support units in general on this team. I think he'll be fine. I don't know how much I personally want to summon on this banner. It depends on if there's a step up thing, like 30 stones for the first summon, 50-50. It depends on if it's buy 3 get 1 free. It really depends on how much I'm gonna summon on this banner. I might throw like 2 or 3 multis at it. We'll see what kind of sales they have and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, guys, that's it for this unit. I think they're really good, but they're probably maybe the... I don't know. Maybe the 5th, anywhere between the 5th and maybe like 8th best card in the game. Mainly because of the multiplied into each other's 10% attack and defense. And simply because their leader skill is incredible as well. I think they're going to be hitting really hard. I hope they fix the active skill or something like that, but they probably won't. But yeah, that's the video, guys. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe. Until next time, deuces.